Never, ever will that be seen again.
Not with that kind of attitude, guys.
Good. That's true.
We
yep.
could dive here again tomorrow, and we would not find that.
Yeah. Cool. That's actually really neat.
We get our hunter fleet of
Turn around right now, you probably wouldn't
UVs.
find it.
I'd find it if we turned around now.
Trevor's that guy would take it as a personal challenge. I will turn this car around.
I will turn this car around, I swear.
Something just swam by.
It didn't want to be found.
No,
it is a big coral.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a big coral.
That is
Trevor, any
Ooh,
chance
good
you get
one.
a rock up here? I think we're near the top here.
Sure, yeah, we are momentarily at the top. How you can say anywhere we can get a sample?
I'm not sure.
Whenever this ship move ends, the ship will be more or less
Yep.
dead center at the top
Yep.
of the contours, and
Yep.
we can just wait there.
Yeah. Yeah, and also if we can try to slurp some of the that material.
That wispy
Yeah.
kind of net-like material?
Yeah.
Sure. I bet it'll be smaller than our 1mm filters on there.
Yeah.
So I don't know that it'll stay in there, but we can absolutely try. So it looks like the hill's starting to level out a little bit.
Yep.
Getting close to that top.
Yeah, look, maybe something in here, is there?
Sorry?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean anywhere in here looks like there's some pretty broken stuff up in here.
Okay, I'll get it stretched out a little bit.
Yep.
And get some Argus move in the bank, and then I'll do a grab.
Bridge nav, hold position.
A little moonscape up here.
How about something right in this little nest
Yep.
right in there?
Yep.
It does look a little, not very rounded and glassy. It kind of looks more sharp. Is that going to be okay?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Coming down. Ooh, we got lots of wispy stuff.
Yeah, we could do the slurp action here too.
Yeah, great.
As long as we have the time for that.
I can back up.
Okay.
Rock first, right?
Bridge
Yep.
nav
Rock on.
to 40 meters, bearing 275.
Thank you, Miles. Okay, here we go.
Actually, we may have found some red too.
Yeah, there's something over there.
Here's to hoping for this guy. I bet
Oh,
it's
wow.
solid.
It's not too big.
That looks solid.
Oh.
Nope. Oh, this little
Oh.
gaffer here.
It's a crab.
Oh,
Permission to.
with
Yeah,
anemone
go ahead
on
and
it?
zoom.
It's like he's got a little anemone on the back.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's got an anemone on him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Hold on.
decorated.
Little backpack?
Hold on.
Oh.
Oh.
Good color
Oh,
coordination.
focus.
Yeah,
Where?
I'll say.
There we go.
Way to accessorize, crab.
Mm.
All right, I'm not going to be able to follow him too well with my
That's
camera.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like I can't even see him.
All right, come
Well,
wide.
we got a few stills of them, maybe.
There's
Nice
another one
anemone.
up to the left.
There is. Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere.
Way to accessorize.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
That's enough
I think-
rock.
Yeah, any of this stuff up here is going to be pretty. Looks like it's pretty fresh.
Okay, Wayne, go ahead and zoom, please.
Give you a little
Keep
bit.
the lasers in frame for now.
Yep. Zooming in.
Can I get the lasers on that?
It's a
Lasers are up
pretty
higher.
small
Zoom out.
sample.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not even 10
See, I can't really give you lasers on this one. but
That's
I
fine.
It's just a
give you the
little guy.
lasers on the jaw. You go from there.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay, full zoom there, Wayne,
Full zoom.
or
Wow.
whatever it needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay,
we got 8
and-
samples. Yeah.
Oh, they're different colors. Cool.
All right, thank you.
Okay, wide.
Wide.
Would you like this one in starboard delta?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I want to know where that crab found that anemone. We
Well, I
haven't
think
seen
there's
very
although-
many of
I,
them.
I think
Dollar store.
Anemone found the crab.
But they're matching colors.
Yeah, and the crabs will often pick them up and put them on their back, so at least in shallow
Okay,
water.
stand by a sec.
They pick
Let me
out
get
the
over
stuff
there.
that they decorate with.
So we don't suck all the corals out.
They'll put them onto their pinchers. So there's a shallow water one that looks like it's carrying pom poms, because they'll put little anemones on both.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, close it.
Great view on the
Awesome,
quad.
thanks.
Very nice.
And normal. Thanks. I'd like to do a little bit of a jump to
Okay.
get the.
It looks like there's plenty of this stuff around, and I have a feeling that rock may have had some of that stuff on it too.
Yeah.
But
Just gonna zip on over here and then find another example of this. Of course, as soon as I say that, we can't find it. It's gone. Gone for good. No, there it is. How about this little spot?
yeah, spot on.
Could you switch my camera over to bucket cam from whatever that starboard one is, please?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm really interested in this. Like, if it's sediment, if it's
How do we get
just
the
a
bucket
marine
here?
snow.
On
Multi-
camera's page. You're on
Yeah,
the
but-
right
Oh,
one. Yeah, there you
that's
go.
right.
Ruth Blake chatted in saying it might be a bacterial mat, which it very well could be. It looks very interesting.
Thanks, Ruth. Thanks for staying up late with us.
Or early.
Yeah, definitely.
It's Saturday in Connecticut.
Saturday night seafloor.
Okay, which jar would you like this in? I think they're all empty now. Right
They're all empty. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, could you line me up with one? That's on the Herc hydraulics.
Do they have different size mesh?
They do
Or are
not.
they
They're all
No.
1 millimeter,
Okay.
except for the flush, which is in the wrong spot. It looks like interesting. Suna, could you make a note of that? If you spin them there, I want to see which one they. Keep going.
Note of what?
I'll tell you in a sec here. Keep going. Let's go until we see the one weird mesh. What am I looking at? Do they all have mesh on
They
them?
all look the
Yeah,
same.
that's one. That's flush.
Do all 8 have mesh?
Yep.
That's not right. Okay. Make a note of that. Okay, so we're lined up with 1.
All right.
So if you're watching at home in the quad view, in the lower left you now have the bucket camera, which is the sort of sitting right up on top of the vehicle in the front. It's a rotating carousel of buckets.
Real treat to do this with the gangly jaws.
So everything that we slurp up here is going to come
Yeah.
in through the nozzle there, up. The tube runs inboard on the vehicle, up the right
Can I get
side,
bubble on that?
so sort
hockey
of
pucks,
like
please?
the right shoulder.
Bubble
And then
on.
The hockey pucks for the slurp jar or slurp nozzle.
And then across the top and into the carousel of jars.
Oh.
Yes, Sunday seafloor
Thank
on
you.
the east coast of the U.S. Currently at 3:46 a.m. on the east coast.
Oh my.
That's a swing and a miss right there. Yikes. Woo, whoa. That's not what I want to do. Let's try that again.
Bridge now. Hold position.
They really are hockey pucks. I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm. So what happens when Canadians take over the ROV ops.
Absolutely.
No, it's a pretty cool thing. You can actually see one of the ball handles there on the temp probe, and you can special order those, and they are expensive. Or you can get a bucket of pucks and then machine a hole in them for the handle to go into. They're much less expensive, and they're really great for the manipulator jaws to grab a hold of.
Except for with the core cutters.
Unless you have this hand on. Yeah.
Okay, can you zoom in, please, Wayne?
Zooming in.
I wasn't going to say it, Trevor. I think you're doing great.
Thank you. Okay, you can put it on 30%. Let the vacuuming commence.
Tight teeth is placed up.
All right, maybe we need 50%.
50%?
No?
You can see it coming in.
Yeah.
It is doing it. It is clearing it.
Yeah.
Not well, but let's do 70%.
My guess would be anything that it's gonna get, it's gonna go straight through.
That's my guess too.
Yeah.
We never know if we don't try, and we probably would come back with empty slurp jars otherwise, wouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting some of it.
Definitely not sand.
No.
It's gonna be the cleanest piece of seafloor I've ever
You
seen.
almost just need to hit a dense patch and then turn it off.
I know, hey? And you
Yeah,
don't...
is that the same stuff, like below it?
Yeah, I
Is that
think it
just-
is.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, I can serve that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
I
have-
can hit a
Oh,
zero.
Oh,
probably
zero.
some sand too.
yeah, I'll get that in a hurry. I didn't realize that was allowed. Should have clarified the rules. Look at this.
Wow, there it came into the jar.
Yeah. Tell me when
Right
and I'll
out.
shut it
Jake,
off.
could you tilt my camera left a little bit, please, on the my control box? This one here,
What am I doing?
the middle joystick. Yep. Just go left and bump left. Perfect. Thanks.
Might be into a sand pocket there. Yeah, I think that's a sand
That's
pocket
sand.
over there.
Yeah.
Oh, does not reach inside very well.
No.
You think that's sand?
Well, in that pocket, yeah.
Oh.
But the other stuff on the bottom there, that there is a little bit of sand, but there's also let's call it bacterial mat.
It looks like the biology is
Missed it.
staying on the screen.
Okay.
That looks like a good grip.
It's better. Okay, how long would you like me to vacuum for?
That's probably it.
Okay.
Looks like there's stuff collecting in there.
Yeah, maybe some of the bigger.
And come wide, please, Wayne.
Coming wide.
Worth a try. We got
not that
something.
Good old
Can you rotate
Suckmaster
the bucket to
4000.
flush?
That's a keeper.
Oh, we did get.
You got that, Jake? Can you rotate the bucket to flush, please?
Where is it?
Oh, I like the new label. That's much more clear.
Looks like Trevor was there.
All right, well, as soon as we take off, we can do the flush action. That's all for this spot, right?
Yep. So I'm not sure how you want to proceed to the next waypoint, but it looks like it's mostly downhill.
Yeah, so let's discuss that before I get too taken off here.
Yeah.
Miles, you want to talk about it or you want me to talk about it?
You got it.
Okay, so we have a couple of different ways we can go downslope. If we want to get good visuals, I think we trust the bathymetry here enough that I can go backwards down the slope with Argus leading me. That'll be good for getting kind of close to the bottom as we did coming up, but we won't be able to stop and sample because Argus will be way ahead. That's okay?
That's fine.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Yep.
Other options are blue water descent or just real fast,
No,
facing away and stuff like that. So
No, we made pretty good time up the slope, so I think this will work pretty well.
Sounds
We're
good.
making good time.
And if you do want to sample, I mean, we obviously can. It'll just take some serious ship
Yeah.
movement and thinking ahead. So
Okay. Do you wanna hit this saddle, or does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay. We'll go straight then. Sea crow straight.
sea crow straight. As a sea crow swims. Okay, Wayne, regular wide, please.
Regular wide.
I'm gonna get moving then.
Sounds good to me.
Regular wide.
Bridge nav.
What are you looking at? So you're gonna
40
go.
meters, bearing 100.
Look, we're on top of a mountain on top of a mountain.
Wow.
That's fantastic. We climbed up this smaller
It
volcanic
does.
cone on top of the
Sure,
platform
please,
southeast
yes.
of Palmyra, which is its own seamount.
U50 or whatever,
It's a little
60, something like
volcano
that.
on top of a seamount. This dive launched about 4 o'clock this afternoon and is planning to be approximately 24 hours, so lots more dive to stay in on. We're going to head down the other side.
What's my bearing there, Miles?
100.
All right.
Did anybody bring the flag to claim this thing, or?
I already carved my name in.
That's what I was going to say. Parasitic Mountain Trevor.
The
It's not a C mount, it's a T mount.
is, it just, it's kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Yeah, it reminds me of like Freddy Krueger's like scarred face. I don't know why. Just,
Wow.
Kids ask this question a lot.
Thanks,
They're like,
Wayne.
what's the creepiest thing you've ever seen underwater? I'm now going to be like, the
Mount
the
Trevor.
T-mount.
Wayne's
Wayne's
the
interpretation.
parasitic T-mount.
Wayne's interpretation of this parasitic T mount.
It kind of has a Stranger Things
Sorry.
vibes too here.
Stranger Things.
I'm reading a book
Regular
about the
wide.
moon right now.
Regular wide.
Thank you. Book about the moon.
Yeah,
I've
there's
never-
about
I've
to
never
be a
been there.
mystery.
I've never been here either, really.
No one's been here.
Just been right above it.
There's been more people on the moon
Yep.
than here.
Then here?
Mhm.
I don't know. We could say there've been, well, there could be thousands of people here right now.
Everyone
That-
watching.
They haven't left their initials.
No. In all seriousness, it is really cool having you all here with us, to our scientists ashore, to our explorers who are watching Nautilus Live for the first time, for our longtime viewers who are writing in with their questions. Thanks for
What's that
being
circle
here.
thing?
Yeah, it looks like some
Yeah.
sort of
I was gonna say,
sponge.
let's zoom in on this thing, please.
Yeah,
Like a
it's like a,
sponge.
well, staying
Sea
with
urchin?
our horror movie,
Oh man, it's an urchin.
Pinhead.
That's a pretty wild urchin.
That's
Wow.
so cool. Holy cow.
The spiky bit compared to the round bit, the ratio is wild.
Right?
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if I have an ID on that. Like,
Yeah, I wonder if he's eating the
that's
that
so
biology stuff.
Yeah, maybe. Looks like how little kids draw the sun, right? These huge sun rays coming off of it.
All right, come wide.
Is that a fish? All right, coming wide.
Fish is where?
It looked like a little eel sticking his head out, but I think it was a rock.
A rocky eel. Miles, as soon as you said bridge nav, I'm like, why don't we track a line? I'm thinking in my head. You said it. Classic nav. 1 or 2 steps ahead.
Regular wide.
Yeah. Thank you. I like on the bike ride when George asked, do you trust Miles' navigation? Like, yes, absolutely. That's what his job is. He's like, I think we're lost.
I
Well,
did
think
have to consult my phone several times, but
That's
I got
using your
us there.
instruments. That's fine.
You can trust him. He's a professional.
Little lava tube pits.
Yeah, look at that. That's
Nice.
cool.
I mean, in his defense, we hadn't worked together yet. So.
Fair enough.
A lava tube might go for
That
a
is
while.
really
Yeah,
cool.
Is this
does
one-
go for a while.
That one's deep.
Wait, let's. I'm gonna line that up. Let's zoom in on that, and I'll try and
Alright.
get around it.
It's
Go ahead.
gonna be hard to get some light in there.
It absolutely will.
Oh.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's really cool. I think it's best if I actually stay back a little more. So I'm gonna tip up and
Okay,
back up.
back
Sorry
up.
about the bad
That's
video.
all right. Coming wide. All right, let's.
All right, you should be good there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like a great little home.
I'll say.
I
Yeah.
can focus on
How
either,
cool.
either
That
the
was
stuff in there or
So
the,
glassy.
Yeah, inside that stuff inside it's
That's
pretty cool.
exciting and surprising, right?
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Look at that. I wonder if fishes enjoy spelunking.
I don't know. That's a tough
A friend
call.
tried to tell me that it was spelunking, and I was like,
Spelunking.
you are out of your mind, so I'm really glad you say it that way.
Spelunking?
Yeah.
Spelunking?
Spelunking.
Yes, the second way.
I think they're both correct.
Wide.
Do you say spelunking, Miles?
I have definitely said
I've
spelunking.
never even heard of spelunking. And being a spelunker, I've never heard of anyone say spelunking.
Okay, I'm looking up the Okeanos species guide, and there's an urchin that looks kind of similar that's called Sideridae. I'm wondering if that's
I've
it.
heard that name before.
We need Chris Ma. Help us, Chris Ma, with the Echino blog. He is one of the go-to folks for echinoderms.
See that?
Sideridae. Maybe so. This dive is planned to be a 24-hour long dive, and it launched about 4 o'clock today. So lots more 4 o'clock ship time, which I guess I should clarify. It's now 10 p.m. ship time. Oh, so
Who's got a
hot mic.
there?
Mute. Moving your mic. So we're 6 hours into a 24-hour dive at this moment.
Yeah. Oh, I see. It's on his shoulder. Shoulder mode.
Engaged.
All right, so I'm going to try to get it lined up a little better here.
All right.
But were you talking to me?
Nope.
Okay.
You talking to me?
You talking to me?
Funny how.
All right, so we'll do something a little different here. Could you please line me up at 280? Or line up your heading at 280, then I can keep my bearings from that. We were going 100, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that darker area?
And I can kind of
In
use
the
your
lasers.
heading to help myself
I
navigate.
don't know.
Sorry, wait, I'm just getting my position set up. I think
Okay.
I'll have to pass that one for now.
That's okay.
Mike's still hot there.
Yeah, back row.
Hot mic.
Great, thank you. Now I'll try and stay centered up in that when I back up. That's not what I want. Herc doesn't hold heading quite as well in reverse. So solid, because it's blowing through all the instrumentation. Before, or the other way, it's just blowing straight out.
Yeah.
The drag, internal drag, is not quite consistent on the inside of Herc.
No, it just runs into a whole mess of stuff, huh?
Right into the wires. The wires.
Wires.
We
Wires.
all the Bob slang.
Yeah.
Still got it.
Shout out to Bob Waters if you're tuned in, listening with us.
At midnight on a Saturday.
You never
1 a.m.
know.
on a
Little
Saturday.
worm in the Argus camp
4
there.
a.m.
What is that thing?
I
Wormus.
don't know.
Um,
Could be
looks
a
like a coral.
yeah. Could be a
I thought
siphonophore
that was
though.
the tether.
Something like
I'm
that.
like,
Oh,
Short piece of
we-
tether.
Scary.
the tether broke.
And yet we still have control. What are the odds?
And cameras. It's all grown up. It's gone autonomous on us.
Say that 10 times fast. Autonomous on us.
Autonomous on us. So we're going to do something a little different here. We're going to back down the other side of the C-mount. The way the camera's mounted in Hercules, you can imagine it just pointing straight forward. So if you are driving forward down a slope, you are not looking at the slope itself. You'd be looking away from it out into the blue water, and risking sort of bouncing the tail of the vehicle down the C-mount by trying to stay close. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn around 180 degrees, and the ship is going to move out ahead, pulling Argus behind. Think about robots on a leash here, so them kind of trailing behind the ship. Argus is heavy, so it's trying to swing back into position just underneath the stern of the ship as the ship sort of leads out each time, and Argus pulls along like a pendulum underneath. And then Hercules on the seafloor ultimately is going to be backing down, trying to stay within that
Yeah, we
pendulum
finally started
range
moving
of
now.
Argus.
Yep.
So maybe a new one for viewers on Nautilus Live. Great option. Keep track of the seafloor, get to see the most possible during this track. Question coming in about Mini Herc. We are developing a new mobile capability. Mini Hercules is on board right now, and some of the mobile system testing will happen during the Clarion-Clipperton Fracture Zone expedition a little later in the season. So if you want to learn more about that expedition, you can click the Expedition tab here on the homepage and read about each one of the missions that are coming up throughout our expedition season.
I'll be there for all but one of them. Or here. I'll be here.
With your bells on, smiley face, ready to navigate. Navigating up a storm,
Hopefully not.
navigating up a lake.
Alright. Cut her off from the chocolate.
I think she needs some more espresso beans.
It's time. I have not even made you guys do introductions yet. Guys plus Suna.
Thanks, Megan.
Yes.
Folks.
Folks.
Alright.
Oh, let's zoom in there. What's
There's a
that little
fish
wiggly
down
guy?
there.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
That could be that fish-like
Real
eel.
quick one.
Hello.
Hold on, hold on.
You like fish?
Yeah. Is that the conger?
No, it might be.
That looks a little bigger.
No.
I see its
That's
head.
conger, I
Really?
think. He's got a happy
Yeah,
home
it
there.
has a little tail.
Yeah, there's your conger.
Yep.
Sorry,
Alright.
sorry. He's in that little.
I'm very far away.
Little puka, little.
He's in that little fishbowl.
Mm-hmm.
Can't find his way out.
Yeah.
He's running into walls like, oh, oh.
Damn.
Right.
All right, come wide, please.
Okay, coming wide.
Yeah, keep going.
He's really far away.
Yeah.
Wide.
Thank you.
Well spotted.
You know what I didn't do? I didn't put in the magnetic offset for Argus's compass.
Do you have to do that every dive?
No, but every cruise. And we look like we're whatever this number of degrees off is.
Solid 30 or 40 degrees.
Maybe.
It was briefly on yesterday.
I don't know if it's 30 or 40. I bet it's
20.
I bet it's under 10.
Really
Might
flattened
do
out.
Not that. That is not showing right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's from the mag compass, though, isn't it?
That's from microstrain.
It's a big
Or reason crossbow.
plume there. Looks like black coral there, right along the line there.
Oh, here we go.
And
Pretty
a fish.
Rat tail?
Pretty close to actually right on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
There's
got
a big fissure on the top here.
Yeah.
Doing the old side slide. All right, Wayne, you can zoom in on the fish.
Zooming in. He looks related to the.
Yeah, it looks like a
Rat
rat
tail.
tail.
All right, I gotta go.
Okay, coming wide.
We get an upslope here.
Coryphaenoides is my favorite rat tail.
Coming up.
Not totally sure if that was it.
You got something approaching on the stern of Argus.
Yeah, I like that fisher keeps going.
Stern of Argus? You see
Yeah.
something in Argus' butt cam? Oh, I see. Neat. That'll be fun. Let's come up in a hurry.
Oh, it just disappeared.
All right, looks like Argus is clear.
Looks like you got something similar.
Yeah. It's within 17 meters of my depth though, so it's not too scary.
What?
I feel like to analyze this clip, I'd want to just watch it all in reverse so I could see it coming.
Yeah. Little micro lump here.
Oh, your mic's hot, Wayne.
One more bump.
It's so interesting that this
But
is
over.
all basaltic. I've definitely
you come up
swam
just a
along
little,
coral
please?
reefs that have the same texture with the little sand pukas.
Yeah, it should be good there. Just looking at the low part of the tether seemed a little close. Not bad, but a little close.
Should I keep my delta like a little bit higher? Just
For right now, yeah. As soon as we're sure we're on the downslope, you can come back down to 12 to 15, but a little higher for now.
Hi, little tiny sea star.
Oh, I see him.
Now we're back to Argus Christmas lights.
Yeah. And they don't really start until 60 meters out, so.
stealing bubble cam.
Yeah, okay.
Could just be dirty water.
I feel like it looks like instrument noise.
Hmm.
I don't know what of though. Nothing's changed.
The water is definitely murkier than yesterday.
You think that would cause that interference?
Steve and I were actually discussing kind of a working hypothesis. We were looking at some of the productivity numbers and looking at sort of the banding, and he was really surprised that we hadn't run into deep, more rich coral colonies, denser coral communities yesterday. And kind of working on the idea and looking at a bit of the data today, we're expecting to see some murkier water, maybe some higher productivity as we go down here, maybe a slight change from yesterday to now, and then when we go to Jarvis, expecting even more. So maybe a little less water clarity, but seeing if that corresponds with bigger biomass, higher diversity, sort of a correlation between that food bloom and not just saying that, at the equator there are massive blooms and, increasing the amount of marine snow that will be coming down, but what's the variation between these three sites in that pattern?
Zoom in, please.
Zoom in.
Looks like a yellow coral.
Must have gotten into some turmeric.
Okay, coming wide.
I think there's a little sea star. Yeah.
Yeah.
See the 5 lobate, big white spot?
Yeah, I see it there. Yep.
Wide.
Just to the left of the lasers now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's fibrous mat stuff is still on here too. Pretty pervasive.
Mm-hmm. There's another, the same coral.
Yep.
Gauges all look good?
Yep.
Consistent.
Another of the same coral.
It's steep here.
Maybe a Plexauridae.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Yeah. Maybe I changed my mind. Let's do like 15 to 20 delta. We're just thinking of coming down,
Another
brings the
coral
tether
there.
kind of up into the bottom of Argus, so try to minimize that.
Couple more, lower right. Get really excited when we start seeing the same kind all together in one area.
A sea star or something? Center screen?
Yeah, it looks over an enemy, yeah. Sea star. More the coral.
Plexaurid maybe.
This yellow looks like the one we collected, doesn't it?
The yellow one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's just some of the black coral that we collected too. But a lot more of the yellow over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the plume black coral to the right there.
Mm-hmm.
Something on the
Is there
edge
something
to the right?
to the
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Living in that little cave.
Sorry, Wayne can't stop now.
That's okay.
Oh, this is gorgeous stuff, these little caverns.
Yeah, we'll go like 18
There's
to
a
23.
big massive coral there.
Yeah.
What's that?
Wow.
And just dotted with these little yellow plexaurids. Yeah, all quite small, but tons of them.
Ooh, the big anemone over there.
Oh, a fish.
Yeah.
Can I get bubble on front porch, please? Thank you.
Wow. Is anybody getting woozy doing this approach?
Yeah.
I know I am.
Everybody sit down. Hold on to your seats.
It's just like being in the back of Grandma's Buick.
Just like it.
We totally had one of those station wagons with a backward-facing bench in the back.
Vista Cruiser.
Oh, it was the best.
Wood paneled.
Another fish.
There's a fish, yeah.
Not on the outside. I remember the inside having that, like, you know, yeah, kind of like,
Paneling.
yeah, it was. Wood seems generous to call it that, but
Ooh, look at that thing.
yeah.
Oh, that's a good
Oh
one.
my God, it would do a Venus pipe trap.
It's gonna keep going.
Wow.
It's,
Oh,
holy
man,
That's
cow.
huge.
Wow.
Go that way, it's saying. All right, I will.
Okay.
Is it another iridogorgia?
It looks like the
Yeah.
top of it fell off, yeah.
Another boat.
Front
Fish
fell
on
off?
the bottom.
Yeah, big fish there.
I'm gonna go ahead and blame that squat lobster for clipping that iridogorgia off. Probably unlikely. I love this. It's like a little dotted, you know, follow the yellow brick road kind of like breadcrumb trail of these yellow corals up to
Yeah.
the top.
Yeah, you got a ways to go too. 550 meters.
I'm gonna sleep well tonight, I'll tell you that.
We can.
Are you on high alert?
Yeah, this is not trivial.
No, it's not. This is a super special move, viewers, that you're getting to see. We don't usually do this one.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
if you don't want trap, I mean, whenever you feel comfortable, we can turn and go blue water and drop.
I'd feel more comfortable. This is fine. Like I
Yeah.
don't mind this, but it's definitely requires more attention,
Yeah.
which is again totally fine.
It looks so cool.
You know what? I got a little bit of time in the bank. Let's go for a quick snap zoom on this
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
Wow.
Go ahead, Wayne.
Zooming in. Irising
What
down.
is that?
It looks
The
like a
Venus.
stalk that's had an anemone
Oh, yeah.
on top of
it's
it.
a Venus, isn't it?
It's ice
Yeah, the little icicle looking
coral.
coral.
Yeah.
with a friend.
That's so cool. I like the look of the isocurls, corals.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
come wide, please.
we don't
I
have a
gotta
good
go.
name for
Coming
them
wide.
yet, but I do like.
Did we
Coming
figure out
wide.
what the Venus flytrap is?
Well, I think they, I think they call them those.
Venus flytrap anemones,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Is a common name for them. I don't have an anemone guide here. I guess I could look to the Okeanos one, see if I can figure it out. I love it. Folks around the world waking up. Tuning in to Nautilus Live. Good morning to you, or good afternoon, or happy middle of the night to anybody in this corner of the world. Ship time is coming up on 10:30 p.m. on the 29th. If you've already started your 30th, hope it's a great day. And thanks for spending some of it on the seafloor with us. We had an awesome day. We got fresh coconuts, courtesy of the Palmyra Island Atoll team. Traded some backup supply gasoline, generator gasoline for coconuts. Good trade. There's coral, lower right.
And now we're getting more of that white coral that we sampled earlier, the black corals. Ooh, there's a big black coral plume on the left.
If you see something you really want to zoom on, you can feel free to ask, and maybe it'll be no half the time, but there might be some yeses in there. So ask away.
Drastically steeper all of a sudden. Down we go.
Actinosepia.
0.4. 0.3. Did you ask for 0.4? Is that right? Okay, cool.
Nice rat tail.
Still a little bit of that filamentous stuff here, but not nearly as much as that. Looks like it likes the sheet flows much better than the pillows.
You wouldn't expect anything chemically different between them, right? Except just sort of timing and way it formed, how it coming out. Timing in the eruption.
Another Venus, another stalk over there.
Oh, gorgeous.
Wow.
Gorgia. And there's Bathpathies down there on the right. Oh, and on the left. Maybe. Miles, what's the grade here? What's the steepness? Can you indicate that, or how much water is on underneath the back of Hercules? I guess we could make a tiny little slope map there.
How much? What is on what?
How much what's on the what?
How much water is behind the butt of Hercules? Isn't that where you're?
5.4 meters.
Okay, so 5 meters down over 3 meters long vehicle.
But I'm not quite all the way in
You're
either.
not quite in, yeah.
Yeah, slope for these are typically about 25 degrees, somewhere in there, 25, 30 degrees.
Yeah, I got 25 meters over, 25 vertical over 40 meters.
Rise over run.
According to these contours, which are based off of 50 meter pixels. So take that for what it is.
50-meter Lego blocks. It's my favorite way to describe mapping to kids, to talk about how big the Lego blocks you'd be building are.
Yeah.
Like
One way to do it.
5-kilometer wide Lego blocks for most of the world's ocean. Pretty hard to build a picture of your house with those.
Yeah, that's a whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
Single value for a whole neighborhood.
Yeah, I found an awesome tool that was on a blog of an Esri employee that I followed, where they actually have a Lego Fire little widget they built, where you can zoom in and out on a map on Google Earth and then turn it into Lego blocks based on the resolution. So like most towns that I go and speak in, I then zoom in to their town, to the resolution to get to the point where each block will be 5 kilometers, and turn their town into Legos.
Interesting.
Ask them to tell me where their school is. Ask them to tell me where their house is, and where their favorite place to go eat is on the Lego map. And very quickly they're like, well, I can't because you can't see anything. And I'm like, whoa, key lesson number 1.
Yeah, another way to think about it is like an old tile mosaic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from very far away, it looks like a coherent image.
Mm-hmm.
But as you get up close, you start to notice the individual tiles, and the overall image kind of breaks down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that same widget, you can upload a picture of yourself or of a painting or anything, and then turn it into little Lego blocks.
That's a little too fast. Yep. Or too low or whatever.
Welcome back, Steve. We told you could join our watch anytime. We're glad you did it.
Thanks.
Hey, Steve.
Hey.
Another aspect of that mapping
You're
is like basically no matter how high your resolution is, it's still an estimate.
Mm-hmm.
It's you're never, you can almost never approach real.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Your scale would have to be, your resolution would have to be insanely
You're still really
high.
quiet. Still really quiet. Roger. Thanks.
Are any parts of Hercules 3D printed? Good question from viewer. Can you think of anything, Trevor?
Sorry, what's that?
Are any parts of the vehicle 3D printed?
There has been stuff in the past, but is there right now? I don't think so. I'm running through all the things in my mind. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything on there right now.
How about the foam?
Sorry?
How about the foam?
I don't think so. That's
poured and water
poured into a
jetted.
mold, yeah.
Poured molded bit.
Cool.
That shrimp was carrying something.
You
His
put
lunch.
that. You put that down.
Lunchbox.
Shrimp lunchbox. Aquaman lunchbox.
Yeah, we've had light bar mounts for auxiliary lighting and stuff. It's been 3D printed, and various mounts for other scientific equipment that the scientists themselves have brought, but not standard equipment, I don't think. Not that it's better or worse, it's just we don't happen to have it.
Nice wall of corals here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty.
looks like they're all black
usual.
corals.
Yeah. Big black coral plume over to the right.
This tether's bouncing around.
Yeah, you bet. You're doing great. It's just not a very deluxe setup.
Some might say undeluxe.
Sub-deluxe.
Kind of like the term sub-aerial. You're like, you just mean in the sky. Like,
Yeah, I
it's not a term I love.
don't like that term either.
Wait, what's the term? Sub-aerial?
Sub-aerial.
Does that mean not in the sky? Or what does sub-aerial mean?
It does mean in the sky.
Wouldn't that be aerial?
Rob used it yesterday.
Yeah, Rob used
Did
it.
I?
Yeah, sub-aerial.
It just means on land exposed.
Huh?
Wait, yeah, sub.
Yeah, right? Wrap your brain
Sub-aerial
around
is
that one.
below the air, so that is the land.
Yeah.
So not aerial?
Why don't you say land?
We've had this
You're
question for
just trying
several
to confuse us here?
No, that's just a term that's people use.
I live
slow
on a
down?
supramarine island.
We can't get the tether down fast enough.
Oh, look at all these.
Yeah, what do you want? Oh, we're doing 0.6.
Yeah, slower than that.
I went slower than that. I went to sub that
Not a lot
fast.
of flow pattern here,
Thanks.
huh?
No, it looks more like a sheet.
Yeah. And the sediment just kind of getting deeper and deeper.
Or is it the filamentous stuff?
What is
thicker?
it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, knee-jerk response would say it's just sediment collecting, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see the sediment pockets there.
Yeah, I'm still so kind of like not, skeptical, I guess would be the right, not that I'm not sold on the stringiness, but I just have so many questions. It was on so much and
Yeah.
it was so thin, and the fact that it was just, so focused in the channels was really interesting.
There's a fish.
Another fish, yeah.
Is that another
Yeah.
shark?
Yeah, looks like it.
Shark?
Cat shark.
Where?
The cat shark on the
On
left.
the left, center left.
Are we that high?
Yeah.
We're looking pretty high.
Hello.
Is that an urchin on the left as well?
Yeah, Steve, this might not be the most exciting video shift for you.
Did you see our last shift? I mean, it was the sand to get you to the rocks.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, but there was so many
This is
fish.
great. Have you seen much biology on this cone?
We've seen quite a bit of biology, yeah.
I see a bunch of biology now.
There's some right there.
It's on me.
Oh yeah.
It's on me.
It's everywhere. Whoop. Yeah.
Did they have to stop and recall it?
No. But now we're doing, well,
0.0.
Yeah, so interesting they have this like dotted line of black corals down this side.
You
It's kind of changed from those golden ones.
Yeah, they're all oriented, vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I see the corals.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of those that look like ostrich feathers, those bathypathes.
There's a couple fish coming up in Herc view, maybe. If they stay there. They're in bubble right now. Maybe we'll see some fishes.
There you are.
Sharky.
That's a big one.
Nah, 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 nah.
Oh,
Whoa.
hey, buddy.
Hello.
I wasn't kidding.
Yeah, holy cow. That is not a cat shark, though. What are
Cuskeel?
It's a
you?
cusk, isn't it?
Cuskeel.
It's so massive.
Yes. Another shark down below the right.
Is it massive or just close?
It's big.
Well, look at the shadow
Really
on,
big.
on the ground now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Probably 20 centimeters wide. It's a
So-
big
Wow,
animal.
that shark eye is glowing.
Is it a cat shark?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one off
Which
to
they
the
were
right.
seeing a lot of earlier,
Yeah.
right?
Or
Yeah,
big something
another
off
big
to the right.
cuskeel. And the cat shark. Wow. Hello, cat sharks.
Gotta make a song up for that now.